Hi, I'm Ed China, and this hedge cutter is called the DELEKS AIRONE, or Heron. And in fact, it comes in three models. You have the 60, the 80, and the 100. And of course, that all refers to the height or the width of the cutting head. Now, it's ideal for not just hedge cutting, but also things like lawns and even light scrub. And because of its light size, it's really good for putting on the back of a compact tractor, so it's great for getting into tight spaces. So these levers mechanically control the valves, which are supplied by hydro control, and you can see all of that is sitting on top of a nice big 55-litre hydraulic tank. And the reason we have so much oil here is just to keep it below 70 degrees on the longest of days, on the hottest of days. You can see on top of the tank here, you've also got a nice filter there to make sure that the oil is lovely and clean, and it comes with Shell oil included. Now you can also see there's a little temperature gauge and a sight glass, so you know that you've got just the right amount of oil in your tank. If I come over this side, you can then see the way it couples. Now this is obviously how it's going to attach to your tractor. The pins are category 1, but it gets a little bit more complicated after that. So you have your normal sort of 3 points of contact, but there are also, you'll notice, these 2 extra stabilizing bars. Now it'll work fine with just the normal 3 points of contact, but you want it to be really stable for some of the other tricks it can get up to. And because you've got a left-handed and right-handed thread, you can actually unwind this to extend it by as much as 20 centimeters on each side. So what you need to do is find a couple of linkage points on your tractor, maybe even make something up yourself to make sure that it's super stable when it's running. And one of the reasons for that is a nice little party trick of the arm is you can actually mow the lawn on the inside of a fence, in a pen, perhaps an animal pen, or you can even actually shave the inside of a hedge when you have the cutting head. So that brings us actually quite nicely onto the fact that we have a range of cutting heads that we could use. Now this is the range of DELEKS cutting heads for both light mowing and also hedge trimming. Now both ranges come in 3 sizes. So you have the AR 100, the 80 and the 60, and you also have the HR 130, 160 and 180. Now all of these can be fitted to a mini excavator up to 1.8 tons. All you have to do is tell DELEKS what model you have and they'll make you a custom adapter. So starting with the HR hedge trimming attachment, first of all it's precision made in Italy. But what makes it superior is the attention to detail on the area of the crank here. So you have a much stronger wheel, but also you can see there's a very, very high spec spring there. And at the very end of the crank here, you can see there is a high precision and industrial rod end bearing, but also the pin is being made in a high precision as well. So there's no chatter, there's no vibration, but also any of these shock loads are removed. So this is going to last in the field much longer. So moving on to the light mowing head, there's a few details worth mentioning here too. So it's made from Swedish steel, which is obviously good high quality and very reliable metal. But also when you actually look at the rotor itself, where you have all these flails, these blades, you can see that they're held on with individual cleats. And the idea of having the 2 pivot points means that if you hit a stone or a bit of wood or whatever, it actually helps reduce the shock load going back into the rotor and back into the bearing. So the whole thing is going to last a lot longer. The roller is adjustable, so you have a number of positions to choose for your cutting height. So the DELEKS AIRONE is a compact but very capable machine with lots of very useful options.